As you can see, the scaffold has gone up this week and a lot of our next jobs depend on it.
The biggest job that we've got coming up at the moment is this roof is being entirely stripped and redone. It's super important because we've got a retention on our mortgage until this is done.
We've also got the wisteria to deal with, so we're going to assess the situation because that's eating half of the house at the moment.
And also the chimney behind us, the rest of it needs to come out because later down the line, we're going to be taking walls out downstairs that are currently supporting this chimney stack.
I might look cool as a cucumber right now, but I am pretty terrified of heights, so I'm facing some fears, but it's all good fun, so let's get into today's episode.
Don't loosen that bit, mate.
Don't say stuff like that, Michael, because I won't be able to do this. Yeah. Do you like your brick?
What's up, B?
Hello.
Hello. Yeah. That's the screen that's broken.
We're back with B.
Back with the B.
Now, you won't have known that, but we've actually been on holiday for a week.
A whole week.
Cyprus, so this is first day back with our baby. She's so happy. We're going to utilise our whiteboard today because there's lots of things that we need to get out of our head and pop on paper, but it's not paper, it's our whiteboard. And am I writing or are you writing?
Your writing's neater than mine, so you can write.
Okay.
So, Monday's 12th. Roof starting. Why are you getting bigger?
Am I?
We're going to run out of space quite quickly.
Will it be?
Begin to take chimney out.
I love how we went for me writing because we think I've got better handwriting, but that is atrocious.
I mean, that's better than my best handwriting.
Let's get you to write something. Let's have a look at what Michael's handwriting looks like.
What can I write?
Write your name right at the top.
Michael's list.
It's not that bad. Hang on a sec. Why is it Michael's list? Mine is no better.
You didn't try.
Oh, was that you trying? Oh, hang on. This isn't fair.
He's a list.
These lists. Plan of action today is we are meeting the guys that are coming to put the scaffold up, which is exciting because that means the roof is starting, which is even more exciting because that's one of the biggest jobs, I think, of the whole renovation. And then we have just decided to kind of decide. We have just decided to think about what jobs we can try and do while the scaffold is up. So job one we're going to try.
We need to take the chimney out. When we got the structural engineer round, he did all the calculations based on us taking the chimney out from top to bottom.
And we are going to go pick up the hammer drill today to do that. Yeah. And we've got our friend Ben also coming to help.
You got to get up on that scaffold first, though.
No, that's going to be quite a big deal for me. I'm afraid of heights. Putting me on a ladder sometimes is a bit scary. So let's see what I'm like on the scaffold. And any other jobs while we're up there?
So we need to assess the roof structurally.
Yes.
It's an old roof, and from below you can see that there's certain elements of the roof that...
Sorry, I had to take a brick off the dog. This just shows she's a Reno dog because...
That is her toy.
This is her toy at the moment. And to take the balls off her.
Face. She's like, why have you done this to me? B?
Do you like your brick?
Other jobs that we need to do. From down below, you can see that there's certain bits of the roof that are rotting. So the barge boards at the moment and some of the rafters, you can see they're rotting. So basically, once the scaffold's up, we can get up there and give it a good assessment because building control need to come out once the roof is fully stripped anyway, just to make sure that, like I said, it's not basically structurally unsound.
Do you want your brick back?
Just like, give me back my brick.
My brick. My brick.
He's like, what's this crazy ass lady doing?
Sit down then. Sit your bum down.
She can have her ball back now. Don't your ball.
Let's see which she'd prefer to go for.
A brick or a ball? No, she would much prefer
B.
the ball.
What's this? Yep.
Sit. Be wave. Weave. Be wave. Weave. So we needed to get a hammer drill to take the chimney out. This will be really useful as well for removing we've got a lot of old plaster that needs to be removed before we get everything skimmed and replastered. It's a DeWalt.
So bearing in mind we landed yesterday, knew that we needed to get some bits, and then we managed to literally go to Screwfix this morning and pick it up. Dead easy.
Dead easy.
We've got Ben here with us.
Let's do it.
See, this adds to your theory of what this room reminds you of.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It does. It makes me feel like, you know,
Post-apocalyptic.
zombie apocalypse film. Or like The Last of Us.
While the scaffold's going up outside, Michael, Ben and I thought we'd make the most of it and crack on with a few jobs inside. One job we are going to start doing while the scaffold is being put up is we are going to start taking up some of the floorboards in the back bedroom.
What's up, B? I'm just skirting. Not going to kill you. Dad, calm down. It's a piece of wood. You crazy dog. Injury number 1 avoided. B, oh wait, there's nails.
Come on. I need to like get this up.
Yeah, we need to like lift it up to try and get it. Do you want the hammer?
Yeah, go for it.
Try and get underneath. I know it's probably just going to crumble, but at least it gives you the best chance of getting. Yeah, that's it. See, that doesn't look bad to me. That.
Yeah, look, you can see all the flight holes there. This one is probably going to have to be destroyed. That's what we want.
Yeah, I don't
To be fair, if it's the floorboards, that's fine. As long as it's not like, worst case scenario, the joists. Like all of that there, that's woodworm, where the woodworm's gone in there.
Right.
And it's eating away, and obviously that's
It's like a block of cheese.
yeah. So it's gone all through there, and obviously like affects like
Wensleydale.
the structural stability of everything basically.
Big throw.
Big throw.
Aside from Georgie just breaking the camera and smashing the screen,
I tried to save it. I tried to be as quick as I could.
and taking the floorboards up, we were hoping that we'd be able to save the majority of them, but 90% of the ones that have come up so far
yeah.
are literally riddled with woodworm, so you can see it, like all of this, all just...
And it's not even through the full floorboard. It's like half of the floorboards.
Yeah, in sections.
Ruined.
Some of it will be okay, and then some of it is literally like this, and obviously you can't use those, they just crumble.
It's almost like polystyrene.
Yeah, some of the floorboards are absolutely fine, but they're actually a pain in the arse to get up because they just break when you're getting them up. So the joists look okay though.
How pissed off are you on a scale of 1 to 10 with me?
About an 8, I would say.
What's gone down then from a 10?
Right, wait for me to go up first, George.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about
Two
this.
hands, George. 2 hands, 2 feet.
Oh, this is like going on a ride.
Just don't look down. Don't loosen that bit, mate.
Don't say stuff like that, Michael, because I won't be able to do this at all.
Okay.
I'm now stuck.
Right, come on.
I don't think I can do this. I don't think I can do this.
Come on, George, you got it.
Genuinely.
Just keep going. 2 hands, 2 feet. Don't look down.
Well, I have to look where my feet are going.
To be honest, at this point, if you fall off, you'll probably break your back anyway, so you may as well carry on.
Stop! Seriously? I don't know how I'm going to get down.
You'll be fine.
Oh. Facing fears.
Keep going, that's it.
Oh, Michael, I want to cry. I'm being serious.
Sam. Cheers, man. I'll chat to you in a bit.
Where am I? Can I hold on to you now?
Yeah, I'll see you in my hand.
Oh my God. Right, Ben.
You coming up, Ben?
I still don't feel safe. If this is working, we have no idea what we're filming right now because the screen broke, the phone's died.
So really, we're just having a look, see what condition certain parts of the roof is in. So all of these tiles are going to come off, but also these are going to need to be renewed. And then it's also just understanding things like, I don't know, it's hard to see it without the roof fully being stripped, but what else is going to need to be replaced in terms of like structural stuff before the tiles and that go back on.
That chimney's huge.
Yeah.
This is the bit that's going to have to be cut back, which is a shame. You're going to have to come over, Ben, because you can see how much it is on the roof over here. But I was saying to Michael the other day, imagine if you could have your whole roof like this. It would actually look really nice. But we now need to figure out how
we're going to get this off.
But realistically, everything that's attached to the roof is going to have to come out. Can't believe how high I am.
These are massive.
Oh.
They're like the ridge tiles that have fallen off. These are worth quite a lot of money. They don't make a lot of this stuff anymore. What we could do is actually safely get the majority of these tiles down without breaking them, and you can probably sell these for about 50p a tile.
So if
to like a reclamation yard, because people will buy them from a reclamation yard. So the reason we're not reusing them is because easier and quicker to relay like newer tiles.
Fresh start.
Yeah, basically, so the newer tiles, they'll look very similar, but they'll be like larger, so you'll have less per metre squared going in there, so they'll lay quicker, and also they'll be lighter as well.
So what's all this stuff between it?
That's cement.
So that's what was once sticking it together?
That's what was used to lay the tiles, yeah.
And then there's no cement up here at all?
Yeah.
And that's just worn away over time?
Yeah.
That's why we need a new roof.
Just literally start from the top, like taking it off brick by brick.
But how do you get up there?
You should be able to.
Oh, Michael, please, 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 please.
This week on YouTube.
Michael dies.
The camera gets broken and Michael breaks his back. What a good day's work.
We'll have to get a.
The chaos is already beginning.
We'll have to use some sort of ladder.
Can you see that, Georgie?
That one over there?
The size of the chimney. On your house.
I know. On my house.
Yeah, if you look from over there.
Can you be careful?
So there's like a big pipe connected.
Yeah, that's the flue.
You'll have to rip that off. And then, like you said, just work down the outside of it.
Yeah. It would all be quite loose anyway, I reckon.
I'll have to watch some YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Take down a chimney.
Yeah, literally it is. That's what I did. That's how I did it, to be fair. Literally, it's literally just level by level all the way down.
Hello.
Hello.
It's now Saturday and we are back at the house. We have had a little mare this morning. We've had to go over to Birmingham to the DJI store, haven't we?
We have.
Because somebody, me,
Yeah.
broke the camera. So we are on the iPhone. Just the iPhone.
We'll insert a little reaction
in the outtakes. So you
in
need
the
to get all the way
outtakes.
to the outtakes.
to see Georgie breaking the camera and my reaction.
I think a lot of people might be sad to see lots of floorboards on our driveway.
We are as well, to be honest.
Yeah, I think we're to be fair, the camera breaking and then finding this out, it's quite a sad day yesterday. Wasn't
Yeah.
it?
When the furniture was getting removed, the furniture removal man was looking in some of the pieces of furniture and saw quite a lot of like fresh sawdust and like flight holes. We were going to take the floorboards up anyway because we needed to insulate underneath the floorboards. But once we started taking them up, we quickly realised that a lot of these floorboards weren't going to be reusable basically.
Try and see how many
You'll notice,
holes.
well, if I tap this, you'll see.
That's it.
Can you see that? Okay.
Yeah.
Like all of this is where woodworm's been in there. I'm pretty certain that these will be the original floorboards on the house. So they would have been in that house for many, many, many years. Not seen any live infestations or anything like that, but one of our friends is like a damp proofer and he comes round and sprays properties for sort of wood-boring insects and stuff. What he can do is once we get all the floorboards up, he can come and spray everything, all the joists. There's no sign of it in the joists so far, which is good. It's pretty much been advised that if you've got it like this, you need to get rid of those floorboards and replace them. There's the option of replacing the floorboards. You can also buy like reclaimed floor panels, floorboards.
We did look at a few websites yesterday and some of them do look really lovely, but the reason...
It's quite expensive.
The reason that they're the price that they probably are is because they look super lovely.
That's one option. And then another option is we need to have a proper think about what we want to do flooring-wise in that room. And to be fair, this goes actually for the rest of the whole of upstairs, the rest of the property, because an option is to use just cable deck flooring. Because if we're going to carpet it,
we'll insert a photo of what cable deck flooring is because I didn't know what that is. We would only put that down if we are going to put a carpet over the top. Plan of action today, because we didn't really get time to do it yesterday, is we are going back up the scaffold. You might have already seen me go up the scaffold once by now, which is terrifying. So we're going to go up this scary, scary ladder to the top, have a little chat, and then we'll come all the way down, back in the house to get some more equipment, because we might tackle the chimney today.
yeah, we're going to start removing this chimney stack above the roof to start with.
So then we're going to have to carry the tools up this scary ladder again. Then I'll be safe. And then we're going to have to bring the tools down the scary ladder again. Or is that going to be a you job?
I'll bring the tools
Because you
down.
said 2 hands, 2 feet, Georgie.
Don't look down. Yeah! I think these come apart. I just need something to rest against the roof so I can stand on it. Because I don't really want to step on the tiles too much. Do these come apart? I think that slides out like that. Is that joined onto the end there? Or does that... You hold this end for me a sec.
Yeah.
Got it?
Got it. Oh, they're heavy.
Yeah. That's it.
Big strong lad. How are you taking this up?
Pass it, yeah, if you pass it into this hand. That's it. Wow.
Wow.
What I was hoping from you was looking at all like the wood related. I know you can't see everything right now because it's not stripped.
Yeah.
But it's looking at all stuff like this. So like this is all right in here.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
But like what is this basically?
That's just your the kicker for the bottom tiles.
Right. So
So
all of that is easily replaced.
Yeah. But that is literally just a bit of Harris rail.
Right. Okay.
So that you can buy that off the shelf.
Once that's literally stripped, this can be easily replaced.
It does seem in pretty good condition though, considering. So I don't know whether you want to just give it a light rub and then paint.
Yeah. So that was
You
that
want
was
to
the
keep
plan
all
with
these
these. Yeah.
exposed rafters, yeah?
Yeah. We want to keep all of these.
So they'll probably just put a new kicker on,
Yeah.
which they might even just use a bit of batten on edge or something.
Yeah.
And then all these will be replaced, obviously.
Yeah.
In terms of this stuff though,
Yeah.
it just depends on how far you want to go with it. I would actually recommend keeping this.
Yeah.
Yeah, give it a good sand down. It might need a bit of filling. Just depends how much time you want to put into it. Or if you want to replace it, then go with like a slightly deeper board, put a bit of a detail on it maybe,
Yeah.
and then just clad straight over the front of it.
Right. Just
So
basically
you just
screw it to it.
keep it there, keep the work low.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, if it's just like a matter of like this, replacing this architrave, sanding all this down, like you said, do a little bit of filling and then just like priming and painting.
And then just some like expensive exterior paint, like
Yeah.
with a 15 to 20 year guarantee or something.
As you can see, we had our good friend Jacob round recently, and he is a skilled joiner. We wanted him to take a closer look at the roof and assess the age-related wear and overall structural integrity. We were honestly expecting the worst, especially at the front of the house where we thought the fascia and the barge boards would need completely replacing. But to our surprise, Jacob gave us the great news: with a bit of care and attention, those original features can actually be restored. We are genuinely so pleased, as it's really important to us to preserve as much of the home's original character as possible. There's something quite special, magical about knowing parts of this house have stood for over 100 years. The back of the house, however, is a different story. Jacob and Michael uncovered some severe rot in the fascia, so that area will need to be fully rebuilt. Thankfully, we're in good hands with a talented joiner on our side, and we are ready to take this part of the renovation on.
That's all like rotting there, look.
Yeah, that is rotten, isn't it? Fucking hell.
So what do we do with that?
Well,
Or would you basically have to chop that out and basically put...
it's just dangerous, like cutting purlins and that. But that's assuming that it is a purlin, because it might not be. It might just be to carry the barge board.
Right.
Why you wouldn't have a purlin that low?
Right.
Purlins will go in the middle of the roof and that, because they'll carry the weight, the bounce of the roof.
Right.
So I don't actually think that might not actually be structural. That might just be to carry, you know, this.
So with stuff like this...
I would replace all of that.
Yeah, can we
personally.
have a look at doing that? Are you good to do that? Can I do that with you?
Yeah.
Yeah? If obviously I get all the materials, I'll
Do you want
run
it to be
by
decorative though? It's round the back.
Not really. As long as
So I'm thinking we'll just get like a 7x2 or something.
Yeah.
Rip that off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I might just do that like for like though, because it's the rest
Yeah.
of them are pretty good. And you want them to stay chunky.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I think that's like a 7x3 or something.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay. Sweet.
Nice.
Yeah. All right.
Lovely. Do I?
This is the most tan joiner you'll ever see in your life.
Don't start out at me. Are you taking this chimney down?
Yeah.
So is that your task for today?
Well, yeah, getting most... I'm going to take the
Get the chimney down.
as much as possible, basically, over the next week.
You'll be able to just literally, by the looks of it, the
Well,
bricks are loose.
it's literally coming off.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, most of that top line is coming off,
Yeah,
like just pulling off.
it's crazy.
Safety first. We're going to start removing the chimney. The audio may be a bit muffled, so I do apologise. But Georgie is going to be my brick woman, and I'm going to be the removal man.
Which way are you going to pass me the brick?
Do you want me to slide him down to you?
Whatever's easiest for you to be able to, I can grab them off there. Why just chucking them over the side?
Say again?
It's just
No, just stack them neatly for the time being. What I'm finding is that the majority of these top bricks are actually loose. So it's actually quite easy to take off so far.
Is that ladder safe?
Say again?
Is that ladder okay?
Yeah. I hope so.
Good on me, baby.
I didn't put them over your ears. They got that smoky look to them. I'll take a few more off this side, then I'll move the ladder that side and do some of that. Right, I'm going to take some of these off now. So we've taken off the first few layers now. The rest of them now, this is how you can see that this chimney was so ready to come out, because the majority of it is loose. Like that is just pulling out. So we're just tearing it off brick by brick basically now. We're saving the good bricks that can be reused, but then all the broken bits we're just chucking off the scaffold.
Uh-oh.
Oops. It's a bit of a slower method doing it this way, but we have no choice.
How heavy is it?
Yeah, it's heavier. Got it?
Yeah. We need to be careful because it looks like one of the bags is split on that drainage.
Huh?
One of the bags, I think where we've just been dropping rubble, is split on the drainage pipe.
Alright, let's have a look.
Right below us.
Oh shit, yeah. It's probably where stuff's gone down and hit it.
Is it worth going to put something back over that?
Yeah.
I'll clear this up. You
Yeah.
go and put some over it.
Wait for me to go down there.
Oh,
I know,
Michael. What's that from? The flu?
yeah. Yeah, it just caught me, it's a bit sharp.
Is it hurting?
No.
Get your pen. You can tick something off your list.
Yeah. Tick.
We haven't managed to do the wisteria yet, but that's for next week. Roof needs structurally assessing. We've done half of that.
Not quite, because we need to strip it first. Measure up the barge boards.
Head of schedule.
Measure up the gutting.
Lovely.
Instead of asses, it's going to be assess.
Yeah, I got called out. My spelling.
Right, we are done for this weekend. Lots done, and lots in preparation for next week.
Yeah, a lot of it was just, like I said, preparing for the upcoming week. So we were in a bit of a rush to get the chimney out to the roof level. And then also we had one of our friends who's a joiner come round and actually probably put us in a bit more of a rush.
Yeah.
Because we need to get the gutter in and
The barge
the
boards.
barge board's done. So luckily, actually, there was only one section at the back that needs to be replaced. The rest of them, we're going to, for the time being, we're going to scrape, sand them down, and then basically prime and paint them, like weatherproof them.
I would think the next 2 weeks is going to be quite full on, all stuff to do while we've got the scaffold up, but we've done a good amount of prep.
So the chimneys come down to the roof line now.
I can show you actually.
I've done it to that level so far because I'm waiting for the roofers to strip everything else first. And then basically our friend who's a joiner is going to come round and basically brace that area.
Hopefully in the next couple of weeks the roof will be done, and like we mentioned earlier on in the video, the reason that the roof is one of the most important jobs, not only because of the scale of it, is also because it's attached to the retention to the mortgage. So what we mean by retention, for anybody that is not sure, is the mortgage company that we went for, which was actually our third or fourth. We had quite a few mortgages that were not happy to lend on this. So the one that we got in the end were happy to lend on the property, but they were holding back a certain amount of money, which is £30,000 until we get the drainage done, until we get the roof done, and then the garage comes down. So obviously that's why these are the first jobs. We need that £30,000 to do the next phase of the renovations.
We essentially had to take that £30,000 out of our renovation budget and put it down as like a larger deposit. And then once these jobs are done, they'll then release that back to us. So when you look at the roof now, like some people might think that, okay, there's roofs that are worse than that and it doesn't look that bad. But we physically weren't able to get a mortgage without agreeing to stripping the entire roof, refelting it, rebattering everything. Also checking it structurally once it's stripped. Like we couldn't get a mortgage without doing it. It was our only option.
But when this is going to be like our family home, there is an element of actually having a new roof and having that kind of like starting from scratch, making sure that it's completely...
peace of mind as well.
Yeah.
And it will look amazing once it's done. Like it's like a darker clay tile at the moment, and we have to do something quite similar. We're not going to give too much away.
We haven't touched the wisteria. That's something that we will have to do in the coming weeks, and we'll do a bit of research. So leave comments below if you know how to tame that without obviously cutting back too much. But I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please like, subscribe and comment. We love to hear all of your comments and your feedback, and stay tuned for next week.
So we promised you to let you know how much we saved. Excuse the state of us, because we're a couple of weeks on. So this is a little bit of a what's to come.
This is what happens when you decide to try and save money.
We were basically quoted all in all for digging the trench for the gas and the electric meters to the house. It would have been £6,243.60. So, fair whack.
So we put the question out there for people to guess what our saving would be by doing the excavating ourselves. We paid in total for all the works £2,935.9p.
So that means we saved £3,308.51p. So that alone, that's basically £3,300 was just to do the excavation. And I mean, it was a not that I did
Georgie's acting like she did it.
It was a really tough job, but it was a day's work.
Yeah, it took literally no longer than a day, really.
And you'll see how much Jack loved it just from his dance moves. I always expect you to start.
Why me?
I don't know.
You're the presenter.
But you're the brains of the operation.
I'm not.
So there's two options.
Two options.
Two.
No, can't swear.
Okay, two. That's the screen that's broken. Fuck's sake.
How has that affected the screen so bad?
Because the screen's smashed.
It's perfect height.
Be nosy.
So cute.
We haven't put any cream on.
I know.
Give us a good rev of the engine.
Oh, come here then. That's better. And it will like refocus it. See it, yeah? So.
Focused on you, baby girl.
Oh, yeah.
Are we doing that this week?
No, it won't be this week, but
Oh.